Hello, you absolute legends. Which has more atoms? 32 grams of O2 or 16 grams of He? This problem is meant to throw in the idea of moles and mass, how they're not the same thing. To say very quickly that we have more mass of O2, do not disagree. We have 32 grams of O2. But how many molecules of O2 is that? We count individual molecules with the unit of mole, which mole is a word, just like the word dozen, that represents a value. So to calculate how many atoms this is, we take the 32 grams of O2 and we look up the molecular weight of O2 off the periodic table. Because all of those numbers, all those atomic masses have the units of grams divided by moles. So our formula is O2, and it's 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32. So 32 grams per mole is the molecular weight of O2. And it's flopped into our scaffold to make grams cancel. Now that tells us how many moles. And a mole is a counting word that stands for 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd of particles. I'm just going to read that part. So now if we look at our scaffold, everything cancels out except for particles, and that's how many particles we would have here. Now, if we punch all these numbers out here in our calculator, the 32s would cancel out, and our final answer would be 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles or molecules of O2. So 32 grams of O2 is that many O2 molecules, an extremely large number. More particles in that 1 mole of O2 than there are stars in the known universe. There's about 10 to the 21 stars in the known universe. To compare to the number of particles of helium, we again look up the atomic mass of helium off the periodic table, and it's just He, just a solo one. So that is 4 grams per mole. Grams divide out, and this will tell us how many moles, about 4 moles of He, helium. And because 1 mole is always 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, this would solve for the number of particles that are right here, about 24.08 times 10 to the 23rd particles. And we see here that we have more particles of helium present in the 16 grams of helium. And that is due to the helium atom is much, much smaller in mass than the oxygen molecule. So when comparing how many numbers of atoms we have, we cannot just compare the masses. We have to remember that we package molecules by this unit, the mole, to help us compare them into balanced chemical reactions. I hope this helps. Thank you.